good room versus a room with sauce. This video is inspired by Ash Callaghan's video called A Good Outfit versus an Outfit with Sauce, and I think that video was actually based on a TikTok she saw, so this is not original, but nothing is. There are well-designed rooms that really hit, and there are poorly designed rooms that don't. And there are well-designed rooms that really don't hit, and poorly designed rooms that really do. And what makes the difference between a room that hits versus a room that doesn't? Sauce. We hear this term in reference to fashion all the time now. It's kind of become trendy, and if you watch my channel, I can only assume that you like fashion and you have heard this term before. But I feel like most things that are true in fashion are also true in interior design or interior decorating. You can be very intentional with how you choose to furnish and set up a space, and it can still lack that sauce that makes it feel authentic. In fact, I feel like we can replace the word sauce with the word authenticity, and everything I say would still make sense. It's a certain essence that just makes a space feel good and true, rather than looking just aesthetically pleasing. And I want to run through some things that I think help a room maintain this essence, and some things that I think strip it away. Before we get into it, I want to say thank you so much to Fabrique for sponsoring this video. Fabrique is a collective designer brand that works with over 300 high-end designers from all around the world to create exclusive pieces that are unique and responsibly made. Each piece at Fabrique is limited edition, which means you are very unlikely to run into someone else wearing the same piece. The first piece they sent me is what I'm wearing right now. It's this sweater that is actually reversible. It's made from a cashmere knit blend, so it's super high quality. It's really lightweight because of the breathability of the texture. I'm always such a girl who wears my tops forwards and backwards, whether they're meant to be reversible or not. This one is meant to be reversible, so it looks totally perfect every way that you wear it. I like wearing mine off the shoulder sometimes because it is a little bit of a wider neck, so you can get away with tossing it off a shoulder. Lots of ways to wear this piece. I love it. The next piece they sent me are these washed gray denim jeans. They're 100% cotton, which is something I always look for in my jeans. They're kind of a straight leg meets wide leg. Perfect for the fall because I love being able to wear tall boots under my jeans without them getting all bunched up. So since they're wide leg, they go over the boots perfectly. This gray color is very like street style-esque. The next thing they sent me is this really cool oversized but lightweight utility jacket. It's this light khaki color, but it has this dark brown leather collar, so it's really cool contrast. And this jacket is in cotton twill. I love the shape of the pockets and like the flaps in the front and back. Such a good fall piece because it's kind of a staple, but at the same time it's really unique. Next is another pair of jeans. This is super lightweight cotton denim, another one that's 100% cotton, but it has these really beautiful crystal embellishments all over it, and these are actually all hand sewn, which I think is so impressive. These jeans each take 8 hours to make. There's 8 hours of craftsmanship in each pair of these jeans. Next thing they sent me is this beautiful asymmetrical off the shoulder sweater. You can wear it in a bunch of different ways. You can wear it on both shoulders. You can wear it slightly off both shoulders. You can wear it fully off one shoulder, fully off both. And this is made from a wool silk blend. So super high quality, really soft, and so warm. It also has nice long arms, which I think is really flattering. I love it when the arms go like slightly past the start of your hand. The next thing they sent me are the pair of jeans that I'm wearing right now. These are Turkish denim, which is really cool. I got black. These are technically barrel leg jeans. Again, they go over boots really nicely, even if you're wearing knee-high boots because they are wide. And it's another pair of jeans where kind of the key benefit is that they're really comfortable, but they do hold their structure still. That's what I love about Fabrique jeans. They're all that way. The last thing they sent me, which is really exciting because this is my first Fabrique bag and I'm so in love, is this leather hobo bag that is kind of medium-sized. I think it is their medium-sized hobo bag. It's made from top grain leather, and I have it in this dark reddish brown, which is one of my favorite colors. It has this pocket on the front and this really beautiful gold detail on the back. This gold hardware is actually 18 karat gold plated, so it's really nice quality and won't tarnish. It also has an adjustable strap, so you can wear it over the shoulder, or if you want to make it longer, you can wear it crossbody. I will have all of these pieces linked in the description below. If you want to shop any of these pieces or any pieces at Fabrique, you can actually get 15% off using code HIPHOEBE. I love all of these pieces for fall. Thank you so much again to Fabrique for working with me on another video. Let's get back to the rest of the video. I've recently realized that I don't want my house to look like it's been decorated by a professional interior designer. And I don't want my outfits to look like they were put together by a professional stylist. I almost don't want my rooms to be too well designed, just like I don't want my outfits to be too well styled. Or rather, I want my room to be so well designed that it doesn't even look designed. This realization occurred to me because I've been spending a lot of time in this house that my grandparents bought decades ago. They've updated it here and there, replaced furniture a few times, and have always made intuitive choices about what would look good in here and what wouldn't, with the help of friends and family, not with the help of a professional designer. And I would rather exist in this space than in any professionally designed space any day. Why? Because this house has sauce. To me, sauce doesn't just mean that it's unique. Sometimes sauce just means that it looks good even though it shouldn't. It looks good even though it's outdated. It looks good even though certain things are weird and quirky, even though things clash a bit, even though they break some design rules. Allow me to show you some examples of sauce in this house and then list a few ideas for how I think you can maintain a good level of sauce in your own space. The easiest and broadest example of sauce, and sometimes the most powerful, is to keep outdated materials. And they don't even have to be like, ooh, vintage, cool, trendy, old. They can be genuinely outdated in a way that hasn't come back into style yet. This is sometimes even better. Maybe gold hardware is trending, but the original hardware is silver. Keep it. Maybe you're getting sick of the trendy gold hardware and the original hardware is gold. Keep it anyway. Laminate checkered flooring, even though you've always been told laminate is a no, keep it. Wood paneling on the walls, pink bathroom, outdated kitchen, closed concept layout. All of these things that we've been told are incorrect or weird or outdated all have the power to make a space feel so warm. And this feeling is an integral pillar to having sauce. Leaning into what a space already looks like and using that to inform what you bring into it will yield sauce. Deciding what interior design style you like and then doing whatever you can to achieve that look will not yield sauce. But what if we have a blank box of a space that is new and cheap? In this case, when nothing about the space feels like it has any character in and of itself in terms of architecture or material, I think you should just ignore it completely. I'm not saying you should try to make it into something it's not. I don't think you should fight it by getting contact paper for the countertops or hanging ornate wallpaper or DIYing trim and crown molding. But I also don't think you should be matching the energy of the blank new build box either with what you bring in. I think the best thing to do is to just ignore the boring architecture and materials and focus on what you can bring in yourself. Which brings me to the rest of this video. Things you can bring in or not bring in to create a room with sauce. My first and most important opinion is that everything you bring in should be from a variety of sources and from a variety of time periods. And by time periods, I don't mean some things should be Victorian and some things should be modern. I just mean different times in your own life. A room will feel authentic and balanced if some things are from 5 years ago, some things are from 10 years ago, some things are new, some things are hand-me-downs, some things are investments from independent artists and designers, some things are from IKEA, some things are from the thrift. A room will feel neither authentic nor balanced or even relaxed at all if everything is new. But what if it's my first apartment or my first studio, first house, and I have nothing to my name? Don't I have to furnish it with all things that I get right now? No, furnish it slowly. Only focus on the bare essentials first and build the rest slowly. As I said in a previous video, done doesn't automatically mean good design, and temporary or not finished doesn't automatically mean bad design. Even if you say, I'm gonna thrift everything so it'll feel cozy and it'll feel old, even if I get it all right now, that still will just create a space that reflects a taste that you had just this week, just the week that you moved in. Our taste is always changing, so your space will feel the most balanced if it reflects your style over time. The desperation of filling a space quickly, no matter what gems you find, will never have the energy of true sauce. My next opinion is that you should not fix or cover up every single imperfection. Having sauce means chilling out. Having sauce means not doing too much. And some examples of doing too much that people do all the time in the name of good design are things like taking the labels off of all of their cleaning products, putting their shower products in amber glass bottles, putting all of their pantry food into organizational jars, making sure all of their art matches or is the same kind of art, same language, or making sure all of the frames match. All of these things make it look impossible for your space to look effortlessly collected. And this effortless warmth is integral to having sauce. How much cozier and warmer and just downright cooler is it when you go to your grandma's house and open the pantry and it's just all of the cereal boxes and all of the food in its normal packaging? There's something aesthetically pleasing in its own right about that. Something warm, something nostalgic, something effortless, something that has sauce versus being so almost uptight about the design in your house by making sure everything is in a perfect plain vessel. My next tip is something I briefly mentioned, which is to not worry if spaces aren't finished. A space with true sauce, a house with true sauce is always evolving. And this shouldn't feel overwhelming. This should feel liberating. It's a constant evolution of taste and life experience that doesn't need to be rushed and shouldn't be rushed. Placeholders are okay. Missing pieces are okay. When you put getting a space done over the experience of doing it, it won't come out as well and you'll get sick of it way faster. When your space is a slow and steady revolving door of pieces and expression, you don't have time or reason to ever get totally sick of it. And what do all of these things have in common? Embracing the old, allowing time to pass, never being in a rush, leaning into what a space already has, and allowing a natural evolution to unfold. Time and acceptance. So how do you achieve a room that has the sauce? Relax and relinquish some control. Decorating is about creativity and expression, yes, but this doesn't mean you have to control every element in order to achieve a good outcome. Often it is the elements beyond our control and the limitations that brings that allow us to be even more creative than if every single thing were up to us in the first place. If you have any other tips to add, comment them down below. That's all for now from me. So I will see you guys in a few days with another one. Bye guys.